That's super laggy for me and you guys. It's the footage. There we go. Ace Attorney 2, fuck that game. That might be SPD punishable, that Tatsu. I don't know. If it's not SPD punishable, Hugo almost certainly can't punish it. Remember that time we saw a Touch of Death combo on Hugo? I mean on Akuma by Hugo? 10 seconds ago? That Tatsu is obnoxious for Hugo. It's like Ken's EX Air Tatsu, but a bit less good, but also meterless. It doesn't move as quickly, but it's meterless and it's safe, and it leads to launchers every time, and it's an annoying parry, and it's not necessarily punishable even if you parry it. So it ends up being a big fucking mess. I think that was a punish. That was a pretty nice one. Ooh, hard for Hugo to punish that. Oh, he's making this look horrible. Do you guys see that? That was a shoot down backbreaker because of the dust. But even though he correctly predicted that Akuma would jump at the same time as him, Akuma was far enough away that he could just instantly Tatsu and still hit Hugo's incoming hitbox. Shoot down backbreaker is not invincible or anything. Nothing close to invincibility anywhere in it. Oh no. Ah, that's okay. Use your SPD. Use your whiffed 720 to set up a 360. Oh, nice confirm. That super really does low damage. In any context where it hits, it doesn't do very much. It's usually picked for its confirmability. And for its chip abilities. And its anti-air abilities. And its safety. That's really the key. Is Akuma's other two supers are insanely unsafe. So Super 1 has the most setups, it has the most neutral potential, and it's the safest. Mm. That's the red parry that Necros hates seeing. He went for it there too. It's low risk. The worst thing that can possibly happen is you go for a red parry on the medium spin hook and then you miss it and then Necro just cancels it to super. But that requires Necro raw canceling a medium spin hook into super in neutral. And just praying you parry. I shouldn't say praying. He can buffer the super. No, I don't think he can react to a hit. That's probably chip. Oh, he parried it. Very nice. And then he dropped the super. KKZ will kill. He'd already thrown there, I think, but I don't think he could get out. Necro, I don't think can get out of the way from that timing. Even immediate backdash. Blocking the first hit wouldn't have chipped, and then you can red parry the rest, but that would have been absolutely horrible for Necro, and Akuma probably would have recovered midway through Necro's parry. But only the first hit is unparryable. Not commonly known fact about KKZ. No, it's an okay trade. Wouldn't call it great. You used a meter to do it. This Akuma looking real nice. Yeah, death. See, that's really risky for Akuma's other two supers. It's just as hard of a parry for the other two supers. I shouldn't say just as hard, but it's not super difficult for any of them. It's difficult enough that it'll usually hit and not be parried. But if the other ones are parried, if Super 1 is parried, Akuma recovers and can mix you up. If the other ones are parried, Akuma's full combo punishable. Full jump and punishable for both his other supers, actually. Whoa, it's lagging while they enter the name. Julian. The name Julian always brings me back to Little Fighter 2. Fighting games are always best in their second iteration. Maybe you can call Little Fighter 2 a fighting game, which it's not. Shade's a fighting game. Stand strong, stand fierce. A very non-third strike sequence. Oh, this will hurt. He might be dead. No, he didn't even go for the super link. He probably should have. Oh, that would have killed. He did the wrong version of the dash punch. If it was low short, light dash punch. Oh, stop it! It's Makoto. If he just went to a dash punch and linked super. He had super that whole time, didn't he? I think so. Yeah, he definitely had a super link there. Did he burn 2 EX bars right here? I think he did. Yeah, that could have been low jab, light dash punch super. And then he got an EX chop here and then EX Tsurugi. I don't know who up to snuff is. Remy. Barunyan. This is a hard matchup. Remy does somewhat control Makoto's movement. I'm actually going to say that Remy versus Makoto is surprisingly fair and neutral. And by surprisingly fair, I don't mean both characters hang with each other in HP, because they definitely don't. Makoto's damage output and stun output is just way too fucking high in this matchup. It's way too high. Makoto can just kill off of so many different things. That makes the matchup fucking super hard to win. He dropped it. That would have killed, I think, and it links on everyone, including Remy. Think of Diaz. He's good. I wonder how well Dawson would do if everyone was like good at the matchup, or as good at the matchup as they are as most matchups. Nice combo. If you look at like the number of hits that are landed, it's actually kind of even in this matchup. But then when you look at every other metric, it's like, well, Makoto wins free. Ah! Rip Thetan. What's the name of that character? I always call it the but like, does it have a name? Is it actually called Oh. Even Remy's pretty good EX firewalls. Has committalist a lot of other EX firewalls. If Ken did jump medium kick, that probably would have hit Makoto. Ironically. Trying to make a read. I think he got jump hard kick there, but I think he was buffering a quarter circle, but he moved over Ken's head, so the quarter circle didn't come out. I think that was jump forward X kick. Jump forward roundhouse would make some sense there, so it's not like it wasn't. Definitely wasn't jump forward roundhouse. Oh, that was a kind of bad commit. He could mix up his air timing, because he could have done an air normal or that axe kick, but the axe kick was a reactable parry. And he couldn't throw or go for a low, so jumping at all was kind of a mistake if he was trying to get the last little hit. You want to keep the threat of a mix-up, so you really want to just stay close to them and non-committal. Well, maybe you can commit. It's not super risky. Here we go. This is the start. One more. Never mind. Makoto can corner to corner you with 2 command grabs. Super on Makoto. She obviously has the burst damage with the super. EX is better here. He didn't do it. He bet it all on that. That was trying to catch. That was actually that was a good mix-up to kill. Because after that successful dash punch, the light dash punch follow-up was going to catch like a jump away or something that would beat a Karakusa. A reversal button, perhaps. And if that second dash punch hit, it gave a relatively unscaled super. But also there was the threat of a Karakusa, and the Karakusa would have led to a super as well. So it was actually a pretty solid little mix-up. He took a nice route out of that. That was better than what I was suggesting. And Makoto played well. Good awareness of how he could turn it into a win. He happened to be wrong though. That's this matchup. Famously an 8-2, but maybe better than that. Maybe not an 8-2. I don't know, I feel like it might actually be an 8-2. It's just like if you play anti-Makoto, it doesn't matter if you're playing Q. You know what I mean? Like if you're good enough at the anti-Makoto parts. The glorious thing about Third Strike is that you don't even have to really play a character. You can just play an anti-character. I mean, obviously that's true for Street Fighter 4 and 5 as well. but like the potential is much higher in this game because of the way parries work. That button is good. Makoto's down medium kick. It's got very little hitbox. In situations where two hitboxes intersect, trades are determined by the heavy or normal in this game. So if you can put your own heavy hitbox inside that low medium kick, it'll beat it 100% of the time. But you have to do that heavy normal in a way so that the heavy normal doesn't get counter hit by the crouch medium kick. Interrupted. Before I can hit its active frames. No, I don't mean choosing a character with a good matchup. I just mean playing your parries and playing your movement in such a way that it makes it really hard for the opponent to get their mix-ups and their neutral going. Like, it doesn't matter. All parries are the same. And what you do after your parry is just, you know, that's, how do you say? Your damage output will depend on your character. Couple long ass super bars. They're both tied for longest super. There's a many way tie for longest super bar. Kyo has a parry. Not Kyo, Ryo. And King of Fighters. One of Ryo's command, almost two of them actually are parries. It's kind of weird. But of course they're committal. They have like a frames. Parries in this game are committal, but it's a different kind of committal. There's no like, you know, you're parrying so you can't block. That's the kind of commitment. But it's not like you're not trapped in a parry for any number of frames. You can stop parrying as soon as you want to. You can literally decide frame 1, I want to parry this and tap forward, and then decide frame 2, you know, I'd rather be blocking and move to back. That's the way that it has no commitment. You're not locked into a parry attempt. Whereas if Ryo does towards B, he's got a whiff animation. Oh no, that was a really cool ability. That was a really cool attempt to salvage to convert off of that. Far connect. On Hugo's health, that doesn't even look that damaging. Oh, he dropped the ender. A lot of Q players intentionally don't go for the ender just to get off 2 taunts because it gives you a guaranteed 2 taunts. Normally you get a juggle out of that super, but if you choose not to juggle out of it, it's a hard knockdown because it's a super. So it takes quite a while for the opponent to fucking land and then get up. Zwei. Ende. This matchup, I think it's probably better for Hugo overall. This is a slugfest though. Both characters have, how do you say? Both characters just attack. And they've got high damage and high stun. Both characters compare each other's attacks without too much difficulty. People always talk about these characters being strong once they get a parry, but people don't talk too much. Well, no, they still do. They're not too bad to parry. When people are talking about some characters being easier to parry than others, there's 2 main things they're talking about. One is reactable attacks, but that's not a huge factor because people don't generally do that many reactable attacks in this game because of exactly that. So like even though you can parry fucking some of Hugo's normals on reaction, people just don't really do those normals that much. That's harder to do than it looks because you need a really low super. But also there's the risk of going for parries against a character, which is pretty high against Q and Hugo, I suppose. It's higher against like Makoto. Those are like 3 of the highest risk characters to try and parry. Granted, you've got a decent success rate against, I guess technically all of them, but Hugo and Q. But then there are other characters where it's hard to get a parry, like Elena, but the risk is very low. If you miss a parry on Elena, if you like guess wrong on the parry, you're eating a fucking low forward for like a 20th of your health. It's like, okay, whatever. You can have that. You're eating a throw for like a 10th of your health. Not even. It's like, okay. Elena doesn't have that much leads to good damage. Same with like Remy. Or 12. Those characters are easy to parry because the risk is very low. Necro, I suppose. Mm. That was cool. That was a cool headbutt. That low dash punch. As a general, as a general rule of thumb, people never do that move on purpose. Slap, slap, slap. Cool trade. You guys see that? Oh, we gotta look at Q's metal body. What the hell is Q made of? Show me again. Look at his skeleton. How do I do the frame advance? Look at Q's unusual skeleton. Every character has a unique electrified animation. Q is the only character who doesn't show bones, but does show a body. 12 also doesn't have bones, but there's no like body underneath. The whole thing is just fucking goo. Lena actually has conversions in SF4. That's like a pretty big factor. You can combo out of her low special with an FADC. You can combo out of her overhead special with a link. So instead of leading to nothing, she leads to fucking 200 damage combos at least. Generally like higher, 300 or 400 depending on the meter she uses. Her damage is lowish, but her mix-up is great. And then healing is pretty obnoxious because there's so many hard knockdowns. It's very easy for her to get a partial heal. She can literally get it off a throw or anything against any character. Not anything, but like it's not very hard to get a heal up in any matchup. Cool. Oh, I think that was probably a dash headbutt. I don't think it was a dash overhead. It might have been. Hard to know. That win pose. Totsuka Sensei. The third best Dudley in the universe. Takahashi's quite a good Q. It's the guy on right now. That's the strongest cancelable, I think. I don't know if you can do anything cool from it. It's very fast. It's like ridiculously fast. Dudley has a lot of normals that are quick as hell. Stamina obviously. And low strong as well. All his jabs. He has like overall the fastest normal speed in the game. And all his normals that are slow are extremely good. Like this one and that one. I would say overall Dudley has the best set of normals. Like overall set. The actual single best normal probably belongs to like Chun-Li. Maybe. Maybe Chun-Li back fierce. It could be Oro Stand Strong. That's a very serious contender for best normal in the game. No. Fuck your short swing blow. That's fully invincible. If that's parried high up, Q can usually block. No, that crutch hard kick juggle works on a ton of characters. There are variations of it depending on which character you're juggling. But there are quite a few characters where you can get 6 crutch hard kicks if you want them. It's not optimal to do 6 crutch hard kicks. You usually do 5 crutch hard kicks into a ducking straight or a ducking upper. But on certain characters like Makoto who fall really wide, you can do, and I think you as well, you can do short swing blow in your juggles, which does more damage than crutch hard kick. This is probably Dudley's worst matchup, but it's not actually that bad, as you would expect for a character who's like top tier, like Dudley. Dudley's damage output when he gets corner stuff like this. There you go. There it is. Dudley in 2 seconds right there. If Dudley gets an overhead in the corner, he gets a super, and if he gets a low in the corner, if he gets that low in the corner, he just takes off, he shaves off fucking a third of Chun-Li's life instantly for no meter whatsoever. Oh, he went for an uppercut in there. Maybe a failed super? Maybe he wanted an uppercut. EX uppercut would have made more sense. The EX uppercut's actually invincible. So he's got full meter, so he's just looking for, I don't know. He probably doesn't want to spend anything at this point. Probably just looking for a miracle. There you go. Tommy is a well-known Chun-Li. He's extremely good. Ooh, counter poke. Oh, here it comes. Oh, that was a standing connect of the towards hard kick. That's why he didn't super. There was no super available there. Ooh, very nice. Oh, that's it. That's GG. 2 super 3s wouldn't have killed there. Indisputable proof that super 1 is better. This is fucking Jiro. He's the guy. He's Mr. Demon. This dude has the fastest demons in the East. Like, literally the fastest. Oh my god, this looks so obnoxious for a character who can't duck it. Oro can just duck and then Oniyama. He doesn't know which hit he's red parrying. Oh, it was medium Tatsu! He's mixing up the fucking Tatsu count too. Isn't it the worst feeling in the world when you get smashed by someone using one button? Good comeback. Yeah, so maybe don't be obvious in this game. Oh. Fastest demon in the East. Jiro's demons are robotic. Unfortunately, we didn't get to see him play much. Special intro showing the Dudleys have different cars. Very cute little touch in my humble opinion. Using the late ass deep hit of jump hard punch to connect a crutch roundhouse. Long ass block stun. Oof. See, this is a Dudley variation of this combo. Rose? He didn't even throw a Rose. No, Dudley could have quick stowed. There's no super. So Dudley could have parried the Rose and interrupted maybe? I don't know. Or even just hit him out of the Rose maybe? I know people usually throw the Rose on hard knockdown only. Well, it's not always. It's not like a hard rule. Depends on what the knockdown was too. And sometimes people just throw the Rose anyway. Wow. Block jump in, mash EXDP. You don't see that very often in this game. That's super rare. That's not a common tactic. Wow. That's actually way safer than it looks. Cool. That parry was almost certainly before freeze. And it was probably... He was probably trying to parry an EXDP. Or OS parry an EXDP. He was like, if something happens here, it'll be an EXDP. Damn, that was nice. Oh. Where's the EX? This Dom player. Playing like a fucking god right now. Oof. Nice invincible super nerd. See, the light super is actually really hard to punish. Very optimal punish. Well, the beginning of one. Got him. Kenzo Yang? No. A guy named Kenzo? Maybe Kenzo the player, but Akuma. Kenzo's not a rare name. This is a fucking Tosca Sensei episode. I like this. Tosca Sensei's great. There's just not a lot of Dudley players, you know? This character's never been popular, despite being like top fucking 5. Since the fucking release of the game, he's been top 5. He was top tier in Second Impact as well. Good ass punish. Even with that low connect, low strong is just so quick. Hit the landing recovery. Ducking straight super, ducking upper super would have juggled there, I think. Definitely ducking super would have juggled. I was gonna say we don't even know if he's Indian for sure, but then I remembered the Japanese don't like black characters either. Hiroki. That sounds like a name. Hiro is common in names, and Ki is common in names. Very nice. Ooh, you don't see that all very often at all. I cancel into a red firewall for the chip. That was neat. They'll do British. He's got dark skin and straight hair. Indian seems likely. But he's also very clearly trying to be an analog to boxer. Balrog. Nits. Ooh, a lot of damage on that. Whiff punishing a throw with low forward DP. What is this? That was a Street Fighter 5 play. That was nice. Dudley's got a Freddie Mercury outfit. Science point to Indian. Ooh. Neat. Neat parry. I should have asked that parry there. That's a really obvious one. I do sometimes, but not as much as I could. Sometimes I'm dissuaded for even doing that jump because of the random flash kick that could happen. But that parry looks super simple and makes that jump good again. Or cannot cross up Remy in the corner. Ooh. This fucking Akuma is aggressive with the parries. This can really fuck you over if you're this aggressive and you're wrong. But he's making very calculated parries. Rami Malek, I think. He's Egyptian. Whoa. I like Rami's design a lot, but it's really, he's like not as well designed as Guile in terms of like character archetype. And also like, I don't know. He's like not as iconic. He does have a really cool aesthetic visual design, but it's like, you know. I think Akuma, instead of doing that Stand Fierce reset, he actually got on Light Tatsu and then the Stand Fierce. After that Air Tatsu. A little bit extra damage. Very nice whip punish. Low profile, as we understand it, doesn't, for the most part, exist in this game. It's more just generally kind of low-ish hitboxes. Low forward mostly makes you dodge air attacks by being genuinely low to the ground. I mean, I guess that's what low profile is, but it's not universal or anything. The hitbox just matches the fucking animation for the most part. Oof. Oh my god. Kenzo is controlling the fucking space so well. Oh, okay. With a throw and mash hard DP. If that was parried or blocked, he lost. Isn't that funny? Urian. This is one of Urian's air quotes counter picks, and by that I mean it's like 6-4. It's like Urian's either worst or second worst matchup. He like loses to this one for actual matchup reasons, and then also loses to Chun-Li because Chun-Li is just really good. He like loses. I think he loses a bit to Ken and Yun as well, as you would expect, but it's really not bad for those two. Remy, even when he was released, was seen as a little bit of a ripoff. Very clearly KF-inspired, Iori-inspired character. Also, people like you girls. Solve the mystery. Ooh. Oh, he shook out. No. What Kenzo should have done is, as soon as he landed from that jump back fierce, that dizzied, he should have demoned. That'd been crazy if he did it. That was a crazy hindsight play. Hyper optimal. Alright, hold on. Unusual aspect ratio on this one. It's got a lot of bullshit on the left. That's true. Remy was always standing in Gao's shadow because people wanted Gao. Remy literally like can't be discussed without talking about Gao. Hi. Pretty dire. Oh, he got the parry. Very nice. You could still get another Denshin this round. Or that. That was good ass play, to be honest. I recall. Denshin incoming. There it is. Oh, brave jump. RDP on the jump. That was good. Kuni is a good as hell Ryu. Oh my god. High risk, high reward. Okay, yeah, that was a good counter, that medium kick. Ish. Birdie was less like Balrog than Remy is like God. No, it's about the same. Birdie used to be a not Balrog and now he's his own little thing. Nash used to be a not Guile and now he's his own little thing. If Remy came back, he would get something similar to Nash. Obviously, he wouldn't get teleports and bullshit. What a good punish. That Crush Fierce would have whiffed there. It just hit the extended hurt box that was left on the screen. Very nice. Chun-Li tries to jump to dodge the mix-up. But that was the mix-up, baby. 2 forward dashes, close medium kick. Kuni's something else. That was a good ass anti-air. Anti-air fucking stand jab, and then he saw it was parried, he did another one. And then he was ready with the reset as soon as she got hit. Good ass rolling on his stick. If they brought Remy back, they would bring back his fucking parry. Remy's toolset would definitely work better in a different game, but it's hard to make a lot of his tools kind of interesting. Gal's probably the best case study of making a firewall interesting. Very nice reply. Nice Hadoken. Didn't work with that full screen Hadoken. Just had to whip punish it, that was cool. Oh, that's how you beat Yang. He needed to do that early release in order to punish a jump away if a jump away happened. Because if he didn't do that early release and Yang jumped, he would have gotten a jumping combo on me. It's just trying to be safe. But that also made it kind of obvious and Yang got the parry. Super cool anti-air. Dash understand jab, he saw it was parried, made him land into a sweep. Predicting multiple parries, I suppose. Normally the opponent keeps getting closer to you every time you parry, or they parry your attack midair. They keep, but that time Yang was actually jumping away, so he was going to keep getting farther away. So repeated stand jabs isn't going to do anything. Oh, Yang health. That actually killed. Cold blue kick, I think. Watching Kuni Ryu beat up all these great players fills my heart with joy. Oh my god, are you kidding me? That's the fucking other level that Kuni Ryu is on right now. Dash up DP. It's not like that's less risky in this game. I mean, it is a little bit. Especially against Chun-Li with no super. I remember that one. I remember Red Hot Kick. I played the first two Beautiful Joe games. I don't know if it was the first two. It might have been the first and the third. I played the original one, and then I played the one on DS. I don't remember if the DS one came out before or after Beautiful Joe 2. That near dizzy is better, because now he's going to have an EXV. Yeah, he could have done an EX donkey kick if he wanted to. Probably was better than what he did. Or that. Early parry. He was in parry lock when the actual dungeon came out. That crush freeze everywhere. Oh. Look at that dizzy. The stun is so high for so long. Ryu will get another Denshin by the time that stun is still like on the screen. Or maybe not. He's been beaten up for the last like 10 real-time seconds. See, now that stun's a big factor. Denshin will dizzy if it's like 2 hits or more. Nice red. Being aggressive with red parries is actually fairly rewarding against Yang. It's a guess every time, and it's you eat records if your guess is wrong. But if you don't go for parries, you'll often never get a chance to do anything against Yang. And his health is so low that you're paid off. Full combo into Denshin? No. He actually resets into Denshin. I feel like that wasn't the play. I feel like instead of doing that, he should have just done the Tatsu ender, and then should have, or like a DP ender, and then should have gotten a fully charged engine from there.
躊躇なしでしたね。さすが国商品。噂でしたね。
Oof. Aggressive. Oh, dropped it. Screen position can make things kind of weird there. Kind of a greedy jump. It's hard to shake out of that, but it's doable. I almost never get it. Dash up is more reliable. Good ass parry, good ass punish. 50% of Chun-Li's health instantly. Look at that. Look at her HP right now. This is why Ryu's a pretty good character for a parry happy player. Because he does that when he fucking hits you. Ryu has really high burst damage with 1 bar. 1 bar. Nice punish. Tension. Got him. And kill. Crouch light kicks usually just maintain existing dizzy. They usually can't really. It's not a common thing to dizzy someone with a light normal in this game. A lot of supers basically just maintain dizzy. Oh, there goes. Both of Ryu's throws do quite high stun. Surely not an accident. Whether throws do a lot of stun or not is kind of a crapshoot in this game. Same with just attacks. Yang tends to accumulate stun pretty quickly, mostly through the X Rekka. Most of his other stuff isn't super high. Yun doesn't accumulate stun for shit. I like never ever see Yun's dizzy. Really good time to get stunned. Unlike guard breaks and like Street Fighter Alpha, there's no long-term punishment for getting stunned. It's just like the fucking follow-up that you eat. Getting stunned in an optimal time is great. In Street Fighter 4, I don't know about 5. In Street Fighter 4, your dizzy bar goes up if you ever get stunned. It's a weird little mechanic that basically does nothing. Because it's very rare to have two dizzies before someone dies. In Street Fighter 4, most attacks don't do enough dizzy. But if there's ever a dizzy in Street Fighter 4, whatever, if you're like 1000 stunned, it'll go up to like 1300. So that's like just to make sure that you only get stunned once per round. It's a little defensive mechanic, I suppose. But stuns were already nerfed to the ground from this game. Stuns instantly end your combo, like Street Fighter 2. In 4. And then the scaling is maintained. Which were two like catastrophic nerfs to the stun mechanics. It's weird that stun still works the way it does, even in 5. Oh, that was a punish he missed. Oh my god, make it stop. Right. That's how you win with Makoto. You just never be wrong.
39割。ワンワンはしすぎない。まだ大丈夫。2回後ろ投げ。
Ooh, crosscut DP.
大パン。
Most people don't do the crosscut DP there. They back up and do stand fierce because it keeps the corner.
さあ強肩モード。
But he didn't care about the corner too much anymore. Wow.
うわージャックサツ。
Not a lot of attacks in this game are jumping punishable like that.
厳しい。灼熱。これは冷たいですね。強肩モードでしたが、時々ちゃんと落ち着くんだよな。時々っつうか。さあイアンとモンビーがイチャついて、どっちが先に入るか揉めております。先にイアンが入っております。さあ現在ツイートしますのでお待ちください。さあジュリアン今日はちょっと優秀の美を飾れるかです。ラストマッチ。でもどうだろうな。とりあえずじゃあ
Sick whip punish.
左側。決勝まで頑張ろう。
Seeing players going for hella throws. But Kuni keeps on not being there.
さあジュリアン本日ラストマッチですが、組み合わせを見て非常に渋い顔してます。わあ壊してスタンチ管理すげえな。ちゃんとしてんな。ジュリアンスーパーシードどうしようか。5先とかやる最後ノリで。終わった後ちょっと特別マッチでもやろうか。ノリ的になんかジュリアンご指名で1人か2人ぐらい。
No, I haven't watched those episodes yet.
ちょっとあれだから。
They better have a cool sound effect. Fucking,
はい、本日の組み合わせ出ましたということで、クニーアンのこれ終わったら大会やります。
Part 5 has had a lot of really good sound effects so far. I like the zipper zipping. Fucking, what's his face? I don't remember his name. The guy with the fishing rod stand. Is he like made of rubber? The weird sound effects whenever he fucking turns his head or whenever people touch him. Like a fucking latex balloon.
新しい終了、大会にします。じゃあ
Beach boy.
物販大平じゃんけんしといてください。設定変えます。
Oh, it ended. How about one day match carnival? Pesci. Pesci. Remember Abel? Remember Jury? That links, it might have been because he after a cross up. It's extra far. That's Abel's max damage off of fucking low short. If you're closer, you can do crutch, short, crutch, jab, and then link a jab, and then do an EX change of direction from there. From point blank, Abel can actually do low short, stand fierce as a link. Low short's +4. There it is, there's the link. From crouch jab, that link is very easy. From low short, it's one frame. Of course, low short is much better because low short is a better mix-up with a command grab. And low jab. A super. He didn't dash cancel. The dash cancel pretty low risk there. Your Abel's 0 after forward dash. That being said, Abel has no 4-frame normal. I have no interest in the same show. I shouldn't say no interest. I have no investment in same show. I've never played a same show game. The only character I know from same show is Charlotte, plus every character who's ever showed up in KOF. And Earthquake, I know Earthquake. Remember Jury anti-low strong? Remember the butt hurt after Jury anti-low strong was removed from fucking Street Fighter 5? Like, I kind of get it. They gave her a DP. But at the same time, there's plenty of characters who have a DP and then a good normal anti-air. Jury kind of has a good normal anti-air in St. Fierce. It's pretty good normal. It's just kind of slow. That is what I think it could be. It's like, why don't you just get really strong? What's the issue? Wow. And then a terrible, terrible punish. He was holding a fireball, so an ultra was out of the question, I suppose. What he could have done... No, it was awkward all around. Stand Fierce, EX Pinwheel was probably good there. She didn't have a whole lot of good things to do, to be honest. I think he went for low forward, no, close strong, fireball release, low forward, pinwheel, which all works, I think. It's tricky. Most fighting games aren't super great to watch until, like, people are good at them. Oh, the overhead. Close run out misses his first hit on catching opponents, and the second hit activates because the first hit whiffs. Second hit always activates technically, but the first hit always pushes them out, I think. On some characters, Abel actually has a link from that stand hard kick second hit overhead into stand strong. And then he can super cancel that stand strong on like 2 of those characters and it'll combo. So you get a really fast ass overhead. Oh no, what's the footage doing? What's it doing? You have a fast ass overhead into a super. It's doing it again. But that only works on like Seth and like someone. Could have been better. Wow. Wow. I think that's a free juggle state, but I don't remember. I don't think that one has juggle potential. Oof, that's a real overhead. Let's unsafe on block. No, not anymore. They changed it, I forgot. That was like an ultra change. They used to always play out its animation, but now it won't. I don't remember if that really hits on the back. I think it does once. I haven't watched anything. I saw that there was a leak with like Aaron Black and stuff in it. And supposedly Melina's DLC. Counter hit, so he had a 4-frame link instead of a 1-frame link. He got it pretty comfortably. Oh no! Same medium kick anti-air. Usually you see that with its second hit, but you don't often see that in this game. So he has a lot of normals that are kind of semi-functional anti-airs, but low strong and low fierce are the best 2 by far. Low strong is a serious candidate for one of the best anti-air normals in the game. It's like birdies. A little less tall. How? Not a good pinwheel. He's trying to FADC it, I'm sure. I'm not even sure, to be honest. Got out. Oh. Level 1 focus. Into a not very ambiguous cross-up the jury still failed to block. Is this just an Able Fest? This video fucking just Able non-stop. What a bad punish, what the hell? Shows level 3 on Jury's Landing. That's what you do there. Jumping combo is also adequate. Pretty interchangeable, to be honest. Right, focus. Level 2. That was really bad. That didn't kill because of that. Can't believe that actually worked. Of the new Pokemans, I like the monkey. I think of all the 3 new Pokemon, the monkey's the most likely to take a really loud sip of Monster Energy. I'm just kidding, I saw that as a tweet. You're at McDonald's, can you get me something? And then can you drive to my house from wherever you are and give it to me? I'll take an M&M McFlurry. The monkey is mischievous. I feel like mischievous Pokemon cannot be bulky. Name one mischievous Pokemon that's bulky. Mega Sableye? Say medium kick don't work. That's like minus a bit. I think it's like minus 4. I always have to think about that in a while. Able would be a lot more fair in SF5 with the frame perfect inputs. Able's got a 5-frame command grab, I think. It's like kind of slow. That's Noir is bulky, but I'm not sure if it's mischievous. Mischievous. Is that how you say that? I don't remember how it's spelled. Mischievous sounds right. Haven't you guys seen the fucking picture of the rabbit evolving into the fucking jet plane? Heard it here first. That little bunny's gonna go from a socket player to a literal rocket man. There's not this law that every fucking 3 starters, only one of them can be fast. I'm sure we've had at least 2 fast starters in the same gen before. Gen 1 had 2 moderately slow mons. Gen 2 had 2 moderately slow mons. Gen 3 had 3 moderately slow mons. No, Scriptile was fast. It was 2. Gen 4 had 2 moderately slow mons. Gen 5 had 2 moderately slow mons. Wow, holy shit, they all have 2 moderately slow mons. You're right. Gen 6? What was Gen 6? Fennekin is fast-ish. Greninja is fast as fuck. Okay, that one had 2 moderately fast mons. Just not as slow. It could be score like Scorch. The girl's hat is so cute. She's not as good as Moon-chan, Chicken-chan, but she's close. The two of them are the best female starters so far. They're extremely cute. I would call Chicken-chan maybe the cutest girl in all video games. And I don't mean cute like sexy. I thought Delphox was like 100. I don't remember being that low. Look it up. Get the hard number. I want to know. Oof. 70's pretty damn slow for a starter. Rose is okay. Lyra's fine. Donna's extremely cute. Donna's probably 3rd place. Hilda's sexy. It's the pockets. The Daisy Dukes. I don't like Dawn at all. Dawn's like the worst one. I don't like May's hair. It might be sacrilege to say May's not cute. But I don't think May's cute. She also gets very little like development. Good whip punish. Oh, that can be a level 2, and then that gives you Ultra. He probably didn't even want release at all. He probably just wanted... Oh, never mind. He did it again. It's a mystery what he wanted. If you get the level 2 there, you can get Ultra 2. It might actually not be a level 2 setup. It might be a red focus setup. So maybe the first one was a failed red focus, and the second one was a red focus, but he only had 2 bars instead of 3. I don't even know who Caitlyn is. Oh, she's like the Psychic Gym Leader? Psychic Elite 4 member? My favorite is Lorelei, if we're talking all girls. Lorelei's cool professionalism is extremely sexy to me. She also has next to 0 development. She collects stuffed dolls. She had a Lapras since she was a kid. She fucking loves her hometown, which is like 2 Island or 4 Island, I think. 4 Island. That's it. That's all we know. 104. Very respectable number. 101 or higher is the official fucking marker for Speedy. In my book. Then Lorelei wasn't Elite 4 in Gen 2, I think. Wonder what happened to her. Probably died. In Gen 2 it was Koga. Lance was the champion, so he wasn't there. It was, I think Agatha and Lorelei were gone. And then there was Koga, Bruno, Karen, who was a dark type. Who was the other one? Will? No, he wasn't there. Or what are you saying? Who was he? Was Will psychic type? Was he there? Fuck, who? What gem was Will? I like remember him. That was a good ass wheel kick. Oof. Abel's first damage, pretty good. Initial change of direction is a mid. Second high and third high are both overhead. Second low is a low. Third low is, I think, also a low. It's hard to find a mix-up to actually get that. I mean, obviously, you've got people trying to jump out of command grabs, but that's like it in terms of landing that initial change of direction, and that's like your only way of landing it. Besides step kick. And that's your only way of landing crutch trace reliably. That's not true, there's anti-air as well. Abel is super duper, I don't want to say streamlined. Not quite the word I want. Linear, he's linear. Abel's a highly linear character. Good. Remember Cody? Cody's damage output is pretty damn high, especially meteorless, compared to other meteorless characters. That helps him against grapplers or anyone who gets unsafe often. Anyone who has to gamble a lot. The only thing Abel could do there was EX roll, which Cody could react with a throw, or Wake Up Ultra, which Cody could react with blocking. I didn't know that was a possibility. I think someone mentioned that. Why is that being discussed? Is that a thing? Nate's just fine. Oh. Honda's like the only World Warrior missing, I think. Right? I can't think of another one. Whoa. That was still a whiff punish too. Chun-Li, Dalsim, Guile, Ryuken, Blanca, Zangief. Yup, they're all there. It's just Honda. Honda is stupid. If they give Honda the Blanca treatment, then I'll fucking be happy. Good punish. Just because Honda is always stupid doesn't mean he has to be stupid this time. Bathhouse is literally the best part of Honda. This is fucking stage. It's just iconic. It's not even the best stage in Street Fighter 2 in my opinion. But it's the most iconic stage in maybe all fighting games. Besides fucking Battlefield, Final Destination. Yeah, Final Destination, Final Answer. Most iconic fighting game stage. I'm not even sure if Tekken's had what I would call an iconic stage. Training stage has sadly become a very iconic stage. That's unsafe. Could have been worse. Ooh, focus when you have no health. You can't armor anything. The armor's all pretend. I remember being very impressed by both the stage with the whale and the stage with all the elephants from KOF13. Something very just visually stunning about both. Poker floats is certainly memorable. Fetus of God is a good stage. So is the building, so is fucking Red Thirst. Every Darkstalker stage is good. Cody's 4-dash has lowish profile, but he won't go under firewalls or anything. He does get a bit shorter though. Jury's 4-dash has true low profile, but not very much of it. The street. That was a punish, I think. The light one is only like -3. You have to count the hits of the tornado to know which one you're blocking. Depending on how far away Cody is, you can also see how far Cody moves, because he moves farther forward depending on which version he uses. But that could be really hard to tell if you're standing next to him. Non-EX pinwheels reversal. Very unusual. Did you get him? Oh, what a bad punish. Are you kidding me? He had so many ways to kill there. Pretty sure Crouch Fierce into hard tornado would just kill Jury right now. Is he going to die because of that? Wow, he actually did. I agree, they should put Cave Story in Spam. Cool. You don't see that almost ever. The male robot's naming Cave Story is a spoiler, although not a spoiler with any significance. It's just a cute little fact you learn eventually. My game will actually have the same thing. The main character of my game will go by a pseudonym, and the actual name of the character will probably eventually be revealed. I already have a final name. That reminds me I was going to do a lore update for my game, but I didn't. Ooh. A reminder that when Cave Story's development started, the graphics were modern. reminded that Curly Brace canonically wears panties. It does look good, but it's good in a retro charming way now. It's got hashtag soul. And of course a lot of people play Cave Story Plus, which does look a lot better than the original. Sam Fierce maintains flow state. It's the only cancelable normal she has that does. Very cool little combo. I guess fucking Jump Strong is a cancelable normal that maintains flow state. Resident Evil, I wouldn't be surprised if Resident Evil 4 had was the single game with the most remakes ever. It's been re-released. It's been re-released 2 separate times on PC. Which is pretty funny. GameCube. Hold on, I know this. GameCube first, then PS2, then PC. Then what? Then Wii. There's Wii Edition. Then there was one on iOS and Android, I think. I don't remember if that was the next one. Then there was a 360 and PS3 HD remake. And then there was a Steam HD remake. And then there was PS4 and now Switch, right? I might be even missing some still. But all of those were separate re-releases of the game. PS4 and Xbox One. I'm not playing this game. I'm watching it. Also, SF5 is a good game. Okay, I won't go that far. I'll instead say that I like SF5. There are some parts of SF5 where the over-design shows in a good way, and some parts where it shows in a bad way. Ooh. Nice comeback. Cave Story actually has a decent amount of content I've never played. I've only ever played the main story. But a lot of the remakes add shit. I've done Curly Mode too. But there's like time trials and stuff. It's like a boss fights thing. I've done pretty much everything you can do in the main story. I've gotten every weapon before. Gotten every ending. Ooh. He couldn't turn that combo into anything super interesting. Ah. Hell is not super duper hard. It's just pretty long, and you only get one chance at it until like you've got to start again from the beginning. It's very punishing, but I think most people could do it with just a bit of practice. The only hard room is the second room where shit falls on you. Everything else, if you have the right strategy, it's pretty easy to not even take damage, including fucking Bellows. I didn't combo. Yeah, I can never do it on fucking hard mode. I don't think I could beat Ballast with 3 health. I could definitely do the first room with 3 health. I could definitely do the third room with 3 health. Probably will hit. I kind of hit. It's a hard knockdown, so... Oh, she still got the punish. The second room I could do with 3 health if I was lucky. It would just purely be luck. The press I could probably do with 3 health, but it would be stressful. It's like tiny, right? Is that the little one? It like fits in your fucking hand in one palm, practically. He had an EX bird kick to kill there, I think. I find small joysticks a lot better than heavy ones, which is the opposite of most people. So I kind of considered getting it. Right now I've got a Quamba Q1 right next to me, which is probably my favorite stick I've ever used. It's noticeably lighter than the Mad Catz Pro, the TE. I don't like fucking joysticks, to be honest. I'm just a lot less dexterous on them. $88 isn't even that cheap for a stick. That's like mid-price for sticks. You can get a nice one for like 140. You can get an okay one for like 80, 90. You can get a cheap one for like 40. And you can get a really nice one for like 200-ish. It's pretty much the 4 price points last time I looked. Might have changed a little bit since then. Ooh, there's a whiff finish. And terrible, terrible starter for the scaling. Ah, he wasn't gonna kill there though. Oh, my one frame super. It's hard to get PP in this game now. The only people who still play it are hella good. In fact, I bet the online's pretty much dead. 1,000 was not a lot though. 1,000 was like fucking silver equivalent. A title for fucking 2018 in this game? I didn't know that. They still made titles for this game that late? That's crazy. Yeah. Yama sounds pretty good. The Vega. I've seen him along on Acho replays a lot. Very strong. So it's back. Oh, it's me. Space low strong into light roll. Not even a true block swing, but who cares? That all comboed. That was too far away. Got a beaten little teeny punish. Rose couldn't do a whole lot more than that. She had like an FADC combo, but it wouldn't have been probably super duper worth it. And EX doesn't add a whole lot of damage for Rose. I don't even know her max damage 1-bar combo. It's probably like fucking Crutch Fierce. Hard Reflect EX Drill or something. It goes on sale for less than 10. Very safe drill. Rose's hard drill is -4. You can beat someone of that skill level, you just play better. Don't focus on the numbers. Oh. You're saying you do beat those people. Yeah, it's everything. It's not, numbers mean nothing. There's no way you can have a number that represents like how someone does in every matchup for a single number. There are plenty of people who are like fucking 3000 PP who have literally never fought a Hakan. Like at all. So if you fucking happen to play Hakan and you have even a little bit of knowledge of how to do things Hakan can do that no other character can, then you're gonna get crazy free momentum or pressure against those kinds of players, or free damage. PP is usually, PP is mostly skill based. BP is highly play based. There's net gain in points in Street Fighter V a lot of the time, which Street Fighter 4 didn't do as much. It only did it at the low ranks. So like someone would lose 60, but someone else would get 100. So like a total points were being generated in that. But in Street Fighter 4, it was mostly like someone gets 50, someone loses 50. Sometimes you have a game where you lose all your mix-ups. There's nothing hard to understand about that. And nothing goes your way. Interesting. That was risky. Whew. It's deliberate on purpose. It is difficult. You're right. Even SF5, which we like to badmouth for being too easy compared to other fighting games, is moderately difficult. Although it's mostly a different kind of difficulty. Fighting games are hard so that it can be distinguished who knows more and who plays better. Fighting games are in general hard. All competitive games are hard because you're playing against a peer. So even if the thing is actually ridiculously easy, you still have to outdo someone else doing it. Cute. No super. The drill? It's not completely safe. It depends on where she is when she uses it, and it depends on which version it is. It's usually minus, even if it's safe. Laser in her hand move, dude, what the hell? It's always minus unless it's spaced. It's always punishable unless it's spaced, actually. Light one's -8, medium's -6, heavy's -4, EX is like -10. But then the further away she is, the less minus it is. You can space any of them to be safe, even the X. The hard one's really easy to make safe, but you can anticipate Rose going for the hard one at the ranges where it would be safe. And then you can potentially bait it. Hit it coming in, or jump to land on it. Or even beat it with an invincible attack. I mean, drill's not the name of the move, it's just what people call it because it's visually descriptive. Soul Spiral is the actual name of the move. Trial mode is over. It's close medium kick the one Evo. It's actually backdash the one Evo. And forward dash. Backdash, forward dash, close medium kick. There you go. Composite list of things that one Evo. Sorry, I'll put the replay on YouTube tonight. They had a bunch of Aura and 12 trials, and I actually learned some tech from the Aura trials. No. Ooh. Tricky. I think that hit on the front. I used to be able to recognize those because my friends played Rose. If Street Fighter 4 Erectile Dysfunction was a real update, I would definitely play it. Rose can easily use fireballs to get meter, and then once she's got a lot of meter, she can easily go through fireballs with the EX drill. Not to mention she has her own fireball. This Rose is paying a lot of respect. He's staying too far away. He could be a lot closer to Jury. Jury's trying to make it hard by, like, backdashing a lot. But Rose could just follow Jury to the corner without too much risk. And a lot of these fireball releases he could potentially drill. It's tricky because Jury's fireball does recover much faster than most fireballs. Guile doesn't just have 10-0 matchups. He's got literal infinites and also block string infinites. It's a wonderful world for Guile. I particularly like Walk Anti-Air Ultra 1 as well. And Walk Flash Kick. Oh, you jumped to me? Let me hit my Flash Kick button. For the record, Geef had standing 720s all over the place as well. But at least that's something that's mechanically possible. I remember exactly one tournament for 3D Edition. It was fucking week it came out. I feel like AE was already confirmed when they did Super 3D Edition. Maybe not. The development cycles were pretty short. That's one thing I miss. The thing about Super is that Capcom definitely knew that they struck gold with Super, and they were worried that they would release a later version of Street Fighter 4, which would not be as good as Super was. And they're probably pretty right to wonder about that, because it seemed like they unbalanced the game on purpose with the twins. I think Faye was probably an accident, but the twins weren't. That's one of the hardest things in the game. I'm not surprised you can't do it if you fucking 1000 PP. I can only do it like a third of the time. Ooh, cool link. Close counter hit, close roundhouse. Close roundhouse actually cancels for Rose, and not only that, but it's actually tied for her strongest cancel. 100 damage instead of 90. Fun fact about Rose. This is like death. Joey can't do anything here. There was no play. Something is going to be different, but I honestly could not tell you what. I think the development cycle is too long for Street Fighter 5. I don't want to wait a year per patch. I feel like they can turn out patches faster than that. I feel like the actual lifespan of Street Fighter, each fucking update cycle is like more like 9 months. Best character in SF4 is usually considered to be Evil Ryu, but a lot of people also throw Elena on there. It's definitely one of the two. Probably the prevailing opinion might be Elena these days. Elena's usually seen as the most cancerous character, but whether she's actually the best character is a different question. I think a lot of people do put Evil Ryu above Elena on the tier list. Of course it has something to do with PP. That really shouldn't have been that. That should have just been walk away fucking super. Meaty super. EX drill, he could have gotten ultra'd. It's just that one number can't tell that much. But obviously, like... the more you know, the fucking higher you can get your PP. Someone with high PP is more likely to be able to do that than someone with low PP. Anyway, I wasn't even talking about my PP, I was talking about my experience. I've played fucking fighting games for like 12 years. Whoa, 14 years now. No, yeah, 14. Played fighting games for 14 years and I can't do it. I can do it, like, decently, but I'm not reliable. Almost everything that it's like super rare that screen side hurts me. Or changes anything. I have like a slight preference for being on the left, but my execution is basically identical on both sides. And that's true for most people. Most people beyond a certain skill level. Ooh, he's tried that a lot. The delayed EX drill. What? That's a weird thing to have done. Should have been, No, he didn't even complete. That was not the right combo. He had a kill combo there. He went a little silly. The kill combo was really strange, though, so I don't blame him for not getting it. It was like jump hard kick, stand hard kick, super. What is this? It was like jump hard kick, stand hard kick, super, and then Ultra 2. That was the kill combo. It was a really weird one. My watch later playlist is only full of like really long videos. It's midnight. I don't even know if I want to keep streaming. I've kind of got some other stuff I want to do. How long have I been at it? Like 3 hours? 4 and a bit. It was just Flander. Doing a world record Sonic Adventure DX run. Fuck Dragon Ball FighterZ. I don't find that entertaining in the least to watch, to be honest. I was like gonna buy it, and then I watched match videos of it, and I was like, wow, this is fucking boring. That's dead serious. Like the only reason I don't play it, because when I watch it, it doesn't look fun. It looks like all the cancerous parts of anime games without any of the good parts. But that's my humble opinion. And it's not like I played it, so it's like a purely visual opinion. It's a book by its cover. Fuck Sam Show. I think I'm going to bed. I think I'm gonna chill on the internet for a bit watching YouTube and then go to bed. But not like this kind of watching YouTube. More like the watching YouTube in my bed, on my phone kind of watching YouTube. It's been good, guys.